This video was edited by AJ Analysis, a link to his channel will be in the description below. So as you probably know already, I've done around 8 or 9 analysis videos on Manchester United youngsters, from Garner to Medjbri to Ethan Laird, and I'll leave all of those videos in a playlist which will be linked in the description. But in this video we're going to be looking at Kobbie Mainoo, who is a lot younger than most of the other United youngsters I've analysed and has played this season in the under-18s with Garnacho and McNeil. Their videos will be linked in the playlist. So Mainoo has only just turned 17, but he already looks physically capable of making a step into senior football, as he absolutely dominates in the under-18s, having the physicality and athleticism that is reminiscent of a young Paul Pogba. I was watching a Stephen Howson video and he made an excellent point that you can tell when a player is special when they're able to dominate the under-18s in their first year, which Kobbie Mainoo has done this season, and that in the second year these players tend to look far too good to be playing in youth football, and Mainoo is already approaching that point. I'd describe him as an all-round central midfielder capable of playing as a 6, an 8 or as a 10, however I do think he's more of a 6 or an 8 and will progress into senior football in one of these two roles. By 6 I mean more of a defensive minded midfielder who holds a deeper position in possession, whereas an 8 is given more license to push further forward. In terms of roles, Mainoo could play as a ball winner in central midfield, but because of his on the ball ability, which I will come on to in just a second, I think he could become a box to box midfielder or a roaming playmaker, depending on how well he develops. This is because he's pretty much got all the attributes you would want in a central midfielder. Out of possession he has the athleticism to race across the pitch to break up attacks, being a fantastic one-on-one defender in the centre of the park, which is something that United desperately need in the first team at the minute. But it's in possession where he thrives, and it's his ball carrying ability which makes him stand out. So as a central midfielder you can either progress the ball through incisive and long passes, or through driving past players with the ball at your feet. Sometimes the forward pass isn't on and you need a player who can take on players in the centre of the pitch, which Mainoo excels at, having silky ball control, able to shift it from one foot to the other, use his acceleration and strength to then power past players, enabling him to progress the ball from the defensive and middle thirds up the pitch and into the final third. An extremely valuable attribute for a central midfielder to have in the modern game. Another reason why I'm so excited about Mainoo is that he can progress the ball via his passes as well, as when he receives the ball he's always looking for that direct vertical pass forward, and he is able to play these passes into players between the lines. Combine this with his press resistance with his back to goal when he drops deep in the build up, able to swivel and drive out of pressure, and you can see the makings of a top level deeper lying midfielder, potentially playing at the base of Ten Hag's midfield 3. But he could also play ahead of a deeper midfielder as well, which would give him the license to push further forward, which could work as well as he is effective in the final third, able to use his close ball control to glide past players in congested areas. But just a quick reminder before I carry on, you can sign up to the Hunch end of season predictor game where you can enter for free and potentially win £100. All you have to do is predict 8 end of season events. I did a video on my predictions which will also be linked in the description, and I'll leave all the instructions on how to download the app and join the game in the description as well, so check that out after the video. The deadline is this Saturday at 4 o'clock, and as there is money involved you do have to be over 18 and a UK resident. If you don't qualify, put your predictions in the comments, and if you get them right I'll shout you out in a future video, and you can check my predictions video for more information. He scored a fantastic solo goal for England and so can be a great goal scoring threat in the final third. However, I wouldn't say to the same degree as someone like Paul Pogba, despite other similarities. I think as he transitions into senior football we'll see him being used more as a central midfielder rather than as a number 10, as whilst his chance creating ability in youth football does look impressive, senior football is a completely different level, and so I think we'll see him being less of a creator in the final third, though I do think he'll retain his industrious nature without the ball, along with his ball carrying ability and press resistance, which sets him up to be a top level central midfielder, as a box to box midfielder, roaming playmaker or as a ball winner. So is he good enough to be in Ten Hag's squad next season? At the moment I would say without doubt yes. However, if United were to bring in say 1 or 2 central midfielders this summer, Mainoo may have to wait a little longer for his opportunity, with players like Medjbri, Garner and even Galbraith and Levitt further along their development line. But I do think that United should try to loan him out rather than keeping him in the youth setup, preferably to a championship club, because I think next season he's going to be far too good for youth football, and we saw how quickly Jude Bellingham was able to develop when being given the opportunity to play week in week out in the championship at 16, and now at 18 he already looks like a top level central midfielder. And so by giving Mainoo this move, maybe a little prematurely, I think the benefits could be that his development is fast tracked, and come the 2023-24 season he's more than ready to go into the United first team. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe, give the video a like, check out some of the other videos linked in the description below, and put your thoughts in the comments.